Vince Staples, Dark Time. He finally released his final album / project with Def Jam. After what, 10-year
10
career
years,
over
yeah.
there? First of all, it's amazing to see this young brother finally independent. Or maybe he's a free agent. He might be scouting out some other people. Maybe Empire. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's great to see
Distribution deals?
Vince Staples is finally off of Def Jam. Hopefully he gets some of the money that he's been owed because he has, expressed his complaints with that whole situation right there. Vince Staples has one of those. He has a seesaw catalog to me, where it's like his other projects weren't good, and so they was up here because
That's his opinion.
I mean they were good,
Yeah.
but in comparison, when he
Okay.
came out with this newer run, like when he started like with FM and all that,
Hey, look, I don't agree with that. This guy right here, bro. Hey,
I
this is
love-
not. Hey, when we ever get a BBC rating and like we actually be like, you know what I mean? And we might have to split it, like BBC Chase, BBC Tevin, like. But that no.
but
Vince,
we both agree it's got to be the BBC approved.
Vince.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying his projects. No, but I'm saying his projects were good. That's why it's a seesaw.
No. Look, it's not a seesaw like that. It's just. Always been good, bro. Come on, bro. It's not been a miss.
Once he started doing the FM and all that,
Bro, he bugging, bro.
see, it was going up.
You like his old mixtapes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're good, but his other stuff to me is just
You don't even like the fishbowl theory or whatever.
Big Fish.
Big fish theory.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. That or Prima Donna. I didn't really enjoy it like that. I didn't enjoy it like that. I didn't say it was bad. I didn't enjoy it like that.
Go back to that.
But also, you got to think. I'm comparing it to FM, Vince Staples, Ramona Park, and this newest project.
So what?
To me, catalog.
That's to you, bro.
It was good, but
That's to you, bro.
Vince Staples had no bad projects.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real right now. He has good projects, but I think this last 4 to 5 album run that he's been on, amazing.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
His last 3 is like
Unmatched.
Yeah, his last.
Yeah,
3
Vince
fire.
Staples, Ramona Park, and this one.
And Dark Times, yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Repeat.
Yes. Yes. Amazing run. So
Yes, sir.
coming into this album, we only had like a week before to prepare. I actually like the way that he released it. He released it on a Thursday, not like the Thursday night before the Friday. He actually released it Thursday evening,
Yeah.
like 5 or 6.
I listened to it right when it dropped.
Yeah,
He was
same.
like, oh, it's out. I was like,
Yep.
play it.
I listened to it. Pretty quick listen. He also did a hour-long Twitter space on it before the album dropped
For
as
real?
well. Yeah, which was pretty cool. I think he said
You
he's going
listened
to do
to
another
it?
one as well. The Twitter space? No, I did not.
Dang, I didn't know.
Yeah, but
maybe
he-
he probably broke down some of the stuff of the album. What I think about it.
Yeah, but also he did it before the album dropped.
Man.
So we
maybe
wouldn't have
you think
known.
it's probably up there. Like he probably think he still left.
Maybe
it?
he probably re-uploaded it somewhere. Someone else
Yeah,
most
yeah.
likely re-uploaded it.
I'm gonna have to
somewhere.
listen to that.
So he probably could find it somewhere. But I think it was very interesting, and I really like the space that like a Schoolboy Q or Vince Staples has done, trying to like touch the fans and like
Mm. Yeah.
really talk to the fans and like see what the people are feeling. And then now this album came out.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, coming into this album, I didn't know what to anticipate because I feel like I went on a very high when it comes to Vince,
Yeah.
from FM to Vince Staples to Ramona Park, Broke My Heart. This project was good.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, to me, it's not better than Ramona Park. I think it's very unfair to compare it to that because I feel like that was more of a full-fledged album, with it almost being, I think, like an hour. This one being about 30 minutes, half the length.
35.
Yeah, 35 minutes. Now, I will say that, to me, one thing I love about Vince, he puts no fillers on his album.
Yeah.
I completely love that. Straight to the point. He gets to you where he needs you to get to. No filler, like I said, so it doesn't feel bloated. A whole bunch of replay value
Yeah.
when it comes to those projects as well because they're so short. You can just back-to-back a marathon them. You can listen to these albums 3 times, and it'd be some people's one album.
Yeah.
And so, for me, with this project, I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's good. I think it's still part of that great run that he's having right now. I think it's a bit of a decrease a little bit, only because I think Ramona Park is just up there. So, yeah, it's going to be a slight decrease by like a 0.1, 0.5.
Yeah.
But this project is still good because I hold Ramona Park very highly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he peaked right there, but I'm not saying like he can't have another peak. I think he can. I don't think this album, I think this album's on the same level of like a Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Or an FM type of thing. It's in that same arena right there.
Yeah. I think all 3 of these albums are in the same arena to me. Like, to me, they like the same. They like the same album. It's like, this is the mode he's in. I just feel like this
You don't
is
think each of them have like a different type of like
That's a
tone
different-
or
nah.
consistency?
I think you could put, to me, in my opinion, I listen to these albums. I listen to the first 2 albums. Like, they was always number 1 on my album list on 2020.
You talking about Vince Staples and Ramona Park?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And in Dark Times, to me, it's like a perfect trilogy. To me, they in the same franchise in a movie. To me, like these three albums are like, you could play 1, 2, and 3 back to back, and like I feel like it could flow into the same album. Not saying that's a bad thing. I feel like yes, you have the production is still the same when it comes to like. I feel like Vince with his voice, it's like in a somber mood. Like
you don't think this one was a bit more?
I think all of this is Dark Times.
This one, I think Dark Times and Ramona Park was a bit more upbeat. I think voice wise.
I don't. I think they
not like how he was back on Summer Old.
I'm saying from Vince Staples to Ramona Broke My Heart to Dark Times, it's a trilogy. Mm-hmm. Like it all to me, it's his story from his life to like what he's going through, the label, and him going out of this. Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like he put out the albums at a kind of in the same time. And this one, he just, hey yo, this is coming out. You know what I'm saying? And then like ending it with like free man vocally, like I feel it's good to be a free man. Like you know what I mean? And just. Each album had a theme, but to me, each theme of the album was Dark Times. Mm-hmm. And I feel like him in and out with that, I'm like, I understand what this man was doing. To me, all three of these albums in the same what would I say, the same, like I said, the same franchise. And I love them each the same. Like this album has so much replay value for me. Mm-hmm. I listened to it on my way back. I mean, I listened to it on my way here, and I'm just like, yo, this album's dope, bro. Like I remember listening to it like leaving to go see me and my girl went to go see Planet of the Apes. Right after the album finished, freaking oh my god, what's the name of that song? Blue dang, I can't think of the name of the song, bro. Anyway, it's his song. It's from Ramona Park My Heart. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I still thought that song was a part of this album. It's how like these three albums, bro, to me, they sound the same. Like not being, it's not a bad thing, because I love.
You think they can all coincide?
They
with
can
each other.
all
like
coincide.
All like it's like a trilogy of movies where there's an overall arching theme, but each one goes to a different problem. While internally, he's going through the same thing, but he's growing as a person.
Right. That's why he's saying his fans saying they want that old. Vince
also,
back.
the blues.
The blues. I think that's the name of the song. But what I'm saying is, it's like all this stuff, bro, is like. Bro, it's just amazing. Mm-hmm. I love the tone he's going with, the way he's rapping. Like you said, he's rapping when you can't see, he has that dead face. Mm-hmm. But like when you listen to like his old projects, he hype. You could tell he hype in the on the verse or in the studio. But here he's just like Vince, how he talked to you in them interviews and be very monotone and just straight up with you. I felt that he was very like he was straight to the point on all this stuff and letting you know how he feel and like what he missed and the dark times he went. All that, it just was perfect to me. Mm-hmm. And then him in and out with this, I just feel like he wanted to let you know like this is how I've been feeling. This is me. I don't know. He like, yo, this is really who I am.
So if I look at this
vocally,
if I look at this album, like you said, I think it's very interesting, especially when you look at the names of it, because they're all very personal titles.
Yeah.
Not like the Big Fish Theory or FM. To me, those are like just titles.
Yeah.
These last three albums, like you said, are very intentional. It seems like with the titles.
Everything.
First one with Vince Staples, obviously his name, self-titled album. Second one, Ramona Park Broke My Heart.
Yeah, that's where he's from, Ramona Park, like in Long Beach, whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the third one, Dark Times. Mm-hmm. So I can see definitely how you say it coincides. It does kind of have a bit. I feel like this last album, the Dark Times, I feel like it has a bit more of a darker atmosphere around there.
Oh, of course.
Mood. Okay, I was making
sure.
I
got you. But I'm saying they
still
I feel
like but I also feel like this. They all sound different. I get what you mean. Like they all could kind of flow into each other. As in, like if you were to put this all together, it's like, my name is Vince Staples, and Ramona Park broke my heart during these dark times. Like they put it during a deluxe, super cut album or whatever. I get what you mean that they can all flow into each other. I do think that they ever do that. First of all, you gotta get the BBC the credit.
Yeah.
But you need to give a skit to kind of like storyboard it, and that way it could each flow into each other type thing. I feel like each of them are tonally different. Mm-hmm. I get what you mean by most of them. They're all kind of dark because Vince Staples definitely has that. Dark Times has that. I feel like Ramona Park has that, but I think it's one of those. It's like the Rick and Morty reference I was giving you the other day. Hey, I'm dying inside.
Yeah, because he got DJ Mustard beats.
He got Mustard beats. He has way more up tempo West Coast beats.
But his voice, it's
still monotone. So it clashes perfectly. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Production.
Like, I know some of the production is different, but to me, that it just flows. Like,
I see exactly what you mean. Yeah. Because I don't think the production really varies crazily like that, which is it could be a good thing in this situation where it's intentional, where you are trying to tell a 3-part story, like you said, where I mean, with the Dark Times, he's literally out of it probably when it comes to him being in Def Jam. Some of the things that he was talking about going through on the album itself, and some of the problems with obviously Ramona Park breaking his heart, things that he had to go through, the Dark Times, and him being Vince Staples. So I do think that that's a very interesting angle to look at it now, because I feel like now I have to do like a album back to back, like.
And I listen to these. I listen to his first, the Vince Staples Ramon like so many times, and like when it comes to this album, like what I got to it from now, like from my third or fourth listen, I think I listened to it 4 times. It's like I noticed that he sampled a lot of like vocals from other songs, like different lyrics. I mean, and I'm
like he sampled them or he interpreted
no,
them?
he even said he said them like a lot of.
That's interpolated.
Yeah, interpolated. So like I'm like, man, I wanted to like note them, but like he did a lot of that, and I was just him had the song like Radio and like Etouffee, him talking about I guess his Louisiana roots as well because his grandmother come from Louisiana, like migrated. I said from the South to California. And them just talking about this, like that Etouffee, that's the beat, and just actually like get the guy at the end. Oh, bro, that song is just amazing. And I don't know, he talks about like just being black and like knowing you from the project, you can feel this and like you can relate to a lot of the stuff he speaks on. And I'm like, dang, dog,
like
Vince,
government cheese.
like yeah, bro, in his dark times, like each name and him talking about how he even like going, what's the other
when
song?
he had that when he was with that one girl.
Oh, with Liars. Oh, so like with Justin. So like with Liars, he talked about like with Liars, he talked about he didn't even talk. Song. It was with Liars was the snippet. It was an interview.
Song.
No, that was Justin.
Oh yeah.
So Liars was the. It was the. It had the interview.
If you lied to me.
Yeah, it was
like,
the interview.
If you told me the truth.
It was with Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin. It's like one of my favorite interviews to watch. They going back and forth about the relationship between black men and black women, and then he goes into he goes into Justin, the story of this black woman or whatever. I'm pretty sure she was black, and then he, she lied to him about like he met up with her and then boom. Introduced her to a boyfriend, like, oh, this is my cousin Justin. He's like, all right, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so crazy, like women lie. You know what I mean? It's just like different things he went through. It's a dark time, but it was, something that it started off a really good thing, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess he coincide of like when you go back into the snippet of the interview beforehand, and if you knew the context of that interview, being like how the relationship between a black man and a black woman, like what men and women anyways, when the relationship, like just the relationships we have, that women lie as well, because like if you look at it, bro, most of the stuff is up on men. They act like
no, B.
I'm just saying.
No,
we always get the
years?
negative conversation. I just like when he was like, hey. I just like when he was just like, yo, women lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, he's trying about this.
Yeah.
When the gender war started. Thanks, Vince.
So just some things was like that he was saying, like, I don't know, it was just dope. Like little homies, like don't crash out. He was being, trying to be more motivated to the guys out there and just saying, even on Free Man, him being like, yo, I made the set to a movie set showing that kids you can do this type of stuff, and even though at the same time telling his homie that was locked up like, hey yo, you can do it too, knowing like, yo, bro, it's not for you. It's probably not that possible.
They throwing a key around. For you.
So it's like, man, it's just I love this album,
stuff
bro.
like he had to bury his own
brother. The brother that humbles you. You said like you could relate to that type of stuff. Like, man, it's just so crazy. Like I think this was from my fourth listen. I think I enjoyed this one more than the other two. I could be saying it could be my recency bias.
Yes.
But I really like this. I think I related more to it. Like this one, I felt this one, bro. I like listen, like I don't know, man. I couldn't skip nothing on here, even though I don't skip on the other ones. But I don't know, Vince on the run, bro. This trilogy, what he's doing, like with his voice and just like him just being him and not trying to be energetic and all this.
I think the production really helps. I think the production is a big part of it because the earlier albums. Summertime 06 wasn't bad, but to me it was kind of like compared to these last three, the production was a bit iffy for me at some points. But I feel like the consistency of the actual production helped perfectly mesh well with Vince and what he was trying to go for on these albums.
I think Summertime 06 is still his best project, his best work, in my opinion. I could go back, but I don't know. I love that project. Because production, no ID on that. Come on, I don't know. You wild, bro.
It's not a bad project. I'm saying there's some points where it's just iffy for me on Summertime 06. Some points.
It's because it's a longer album. There's more room for error.
Yes.
Yeah,
completely. And it's 2 discs.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know why.
But the highs on that album is high.
They're good.
I think his highs are like his best on that.
I think Ramona Park to me is still my favorite.
It could be, but I'm saying when it comes to his highs, like bigger, like
He still has
doper
some
songs.
No, he has some great songs on Summertime 06.
Yeah.
I just think that
The energy on Summertime 06 is like, I ain't never ran from none but the police. Like, come on, bro. Northside Long Beach hit, bro. It's like the stuff he have on that album is.
and he had Future is dope.
Is dope, bro. Huh?
And he had Future to go to.
Yeah, yeah. But like,
He had no features on this last album, right?
no features. And he barely. He had Lil Baby on the Ramona. He had.
Oh, I meant this album.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just thinking about he barely been having features.
He had
in
Ty
his
Dolla
last
Sign on
three.
the last album too.
Yeah, yeah. That comes with a mustard.
The package.
Hey, bro, that's the
It's either
package.
YG or
YG
or Ty.
Hey, bro. Either or, you know what I'm saying? Which one you want? You know
Like,
what I mean?
hey, you get the beat, but you gotta take the artist with
Facts.
it
I'm
too.
surprised YG didn't pop up on that. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick
You
got the
heard,
special.
you heard that he dissed Drake recently.
Yeah, I think that's a reach. I don't know.
Yeah, I do
man.
too.
I
But
don't know.
either way,
Overall, I love this album, man.
this album, I really enjoyed it. I think I do have to do that three album listen that he was
Yeah.
talking about though, because that actually sounds like a great idea and a
Yeah.
fun time to actually listen to it and kind of see the progression of where this character, even though it's Vince, but where this character in the story that he's portraying goes.
Yeah.
So,
I think it is,
this was
bro.
a very vulnerable album. I think all of these have been very personal as well. This is a good album. Would you say that this is an album of the year contender?
It's on the shorter end, but I wouldn't. For some people, it could be. Maybe it could be for me. I would say it's up there right now. It's in my top 5 right now. So I could say yeah. I'll just say yeah.
I can't say because I've listened to way too many albums this year,
Yeah.
so I don't know what all I remember was from 2024.
Yeah.
Still, Blue Lips has it for right now, but
Yeah.
if I do a bit more listens on this could be near Blue Lips.
Yeah.
I don't think it could overtake it. Though.
Yeah. I might have to go. I ain't been back in Blue Lips in a minute now.
I haven't revisited any albums that we've done, only
Yeah.
because I've been listening to so much new music.
Yeah.
If you guys be watching the What We've Been Jamming section,
he goes
you
ham.
know I'm listening to a lot of music.
Like-
so I don't really have time to really go back and listen to something unless I'm just trying to fill time.
Right. I listen to a lot of stuff too, but like album wise, I don't. Sometimes I just play an artist. I already know their whole catalog. I just play their stuff on shuffle.
I'm an album guy,
Yeah.
so
I'm both. I'm both.
No,
but
I'm saying
yeah.
most of the time when I listen to music, it's through an
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Like, not like, I just listen to singles.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And like my time, bro, it's some stuff I just can't. I can't give it the time of day. I'd be like,
Some stuff I can because one of us got to do it.
yeah, somebody got.
Somebody got
I'd
to
be
be
like,
tapped in.
I'm not tapped in that category. Asterisk, so and so. The underground sound. No.
Hey, but either way, Vince Staples, would you say that this gets your BBC approval?
Yes, bro. Come on,
Same,
man. This is
same.
fire.
This is a really good project. Even though I said before that to me it doesn't top Ramona Park, that's not me saying that this is a bad project at all. That just means I have Ramona Park at a very high level. And this project is also very, very strong as well.
Ramona
So this
Park-
gets my BBC approval as well.
Ramona Park got, hey, if I had one wish, I free the homies, bro. That song, amazing, bro. Amazing.
Oh man, check out Vince Staples, Dark Times. Great job on this album, and congratulations for finally getting off Def Jam.
Yes, sir. You're a free man, man. It feel good to be a
Hopefully
free
you
man.
get some more money in your pockets, guys. I know
Hell
he's
yeah.
trying to fight for that streaming.
Yeah.
More pay for streaming.
Man, that's dope.
All right.
Shout out Vince, man.
Shout out to Vince Staples.